Hello, good evening. My name is Krista Lynn, and I'm here to talk to you tonight about being a foster or adoptive parent here in the United States. Foster parenting or adoptive parenting is a powerful way to lift up the heads of children and youth and show them that there is hope for the future. Children and youth in the foster care system have been abused, neglected, abandoned, and face tremendous obstacles. Children involved with the child welfare system need safe, high-quality foster and adoptive homes and services according to the Foster and Adoptive Protective Services. I have considered on many occasions to become a foster parent myself because I see there are so many children in the system for one reason or another that need attention and to feel loved and wanted. My late grandfather was placed in an orphanage back in the 1940s due to his family not having the means or to care for their children, which at that time there were 9 in total. He used to tell us stories how his parents rarely came to visit and how their house supervisor was so mean and would beat them with a switch. Historically speaking, orphanages are largely extinct, having been replaced by modern foster systems, adoption practices, and child welfare programs. I have had the opportunity to volunteer my time along with bringing my own children to local children's home societies. It is with this experience I want to share my research and suggest to you all the importance of giving back to our community. About half the children in foster care have mental health needs, in large due to maltreatment and trauma they have experienced. The system places too many poor children and minority children in foster care who could be kept safe at home. They shuffle them between foster homes and institutions. That's further traumatizing them each step of the way. As many as 70% of youth in the juvenile justice system have been placed in child welfare systems. Let's begin by talking how you could change lives for those children in the system. Our foster care system is in need of reliable families to not only take on the responsibility of fostering a child, but to volunteer and give back to those children placed in the system until they can find stable homes. Every year, more than 250,000 children enter the foster care system nationwide, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services of 2016. Foster parents can help fight the problems of homelessness, substance abuse, mental health, domestic abuse, and poverty. Foster parents can also be role models to the birth parents on better ways of parenting the children. Abuse and neglect, as well as the circumstances when one or both parents are temporarily handicapped by injury or even death, are all reasons why children are placed in the foster care system. Foster and adoptive parents have also indicated a need for further preparation and training in order to deal with the issues that children face. The amount of time a child spends in foster care can have a long-term impact on their mental health and dangerous behaviors like crime and drug use. Since the foster care receives little funds from the government, many nonprofit agencies are trying to pull together to aid in the protection of the children. How can you help? We need more volunteers, financial donations, and quality time spent with these children in the system. In Florida alone, there are 19,000 children in the foster care system, according to the Child Protective Services. There is still a need to place approximately 600 children in the foster care system waiting on permanent placement, also according to the Child Protective Services. Recruitment and training of foster and/or adoptive families is an expensive and time-consuming undertaking that puts pressure on already limited resources for child welfare. These children need a place to call their safe haven. By the time the government acts upon a situation, the child has already suffered traumatic events. According to Psychology Today, a relative of a child had made over 50 anonymous calls to the Child Protective Services before the child was placed in foster care. 60% of youth earn an income below of the poverty line, and 65% of children in foster care experience 7 or more changes from elementary to high school. Only 1 to 3% graduate college, and 25% of foster youth will be in prison within 2 years of emancipation. Research suggests that 21 to 53% of homeless youth report being placed in foster care or an institutional setting. Estimates vary, but as many as a third of the youth in foster care may run away. Almost half of the foster care children are residing in non-related foster care homes. We need more dedicated families to assist in fostering children and have the compassion for them. It takes a village to raise a child, and these children depend on us. They are our future. Dedicate your time to a local society where you can share your own story, time, and create a lasting memory with the child. If foster parenting is not for you, or adoptive parenting is not for you, or something you desire, there are many other ways to contribute, such as food drives, clothing drives, support financially, and quite honestly, every little bit helps. In the workplace, it's a great way to host team building events and donate with your company and sponsor a child or family. Hosting a clothing drive and partnering with the local society is a good way to bring the team together and give back to the community. I have had the experience within my company to feed the children during the holidays, watching as many of them unwrap gifts we brought and never had their parents there to experience this moment. It is very touching to the soul. You may feel the need to give back and want to share your experiences, time, your good fortune with a child. In life, you may have had your own challenges, losing a parent, dealing with a family member's addiction, or experiencing abuse. This resiliency in a person has had the strength and support to overcome these situations and wants to use their knowledge to help others. Other people may never have faced these difficulties and feel a sense of gratitude. If this person is you, you may also feel altruistic, whether through culture or faith, and want to help those in need. Together, we can enhance the lives of children in foster care and create opportunities for a brighter future. The Child Protective Services needs our help and our community's help. Since there is little to no financial assistance for our children in need, we are the ones the centers depend on for financial needs, food donations, clothing, and peer counseling. I am hoping to gain awareness in this struggle to gain peace and comfort for those children involved in the system, not by their own choice, and understand you too can make a difference. Thank you.